Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Kelsey. I have a business, an illustration business called Jolu Design, and today is just going to be an update video because if you are not new, you will know that I've been gone for a little bit. Basically, a lot of things have changed. I think the last time I was having like consistent uploads was August. Possibly August, I think. Basically, we moved to another state. I got a day job because life happens and my business is still new and ever changing, and because of that my bills don't change and they're very consistent and they need it at the first of the month every month. So I have a day job now. We added to our little family. No, I am not pregnant. No, we did not have a child. But if you do hear little noises as I'm filming, you will meet her in a little bit. I have a new office set up. I did my first like big girl purchase, which is super exciting. And yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. So first things first, I want to introduce you to Miss Stella Blue. We have been thinking about getting a cat. This size of our apartment, we love dogs, but because of the size of our apartment, it's just not conducive to a dog. Also, we both work 10 hours a day for 4 days a week. So we just feel bad. Cats have like their own little bathroom inside the house. They entertain themselves very easily when you give them the right kind of stimulating toys. So all of that being said, wait one moment. So this is Stella. Her full name is Stella Blue. She's very vocal, as you may be able to hear. She does not want me to hold her right now. But yes, say hi. Nope, no hi. Yeah. So she's very vocal. Here, you can go play. But yes, she is 4 months old. We've officially had her for 2 weeks now. So I know it's December when you're seeing the first week of December. We have had her for 2 weeks. I know that doesn't explain my absence for the last... Ma'am! I know that doesn't explain my absence completely since I've been gone since September. But she is a big change. We have had to kind of, just like any new parent, we have had to kind of figure out like her schedule and our schedule and blend them all together. So that has been a little bit of a change. We moved to a new state. We used to live in Colorado. If you've watched my videos before, I've mentioned that we lived in Denver. Before that, we lived in Keystone, which is right next to Breckenridge. We didn't move for a job or anything like that. We moved because Colorado, particularly Denver, was just not where we wanted to be. The longer we stayed there, the less we wanted to be there. So we actually have friends that live in Ogden, Utah. We went and visited them, I think in like June of this year, so 2021, and we just loved it. It's very close to the mountains. Denver, even though it's like on the gateway to the Rockies, the mountains are very far away from Denver itself. We wanted to be closer. We loved living in Keystone because you were literally just surrounded by mountains. You were in a valley and it was amazing. But the price of, I'm sure you would know, Breckenridge and Keystone and just Summit County is very expensive for what you get. So we wanted a place that we could actually buy a home eventually, and the rent was not insane for what you were getting. And after visiting in our friends in Ogden, we really wanted to move someplace in Utah. We didn't know if Ogden was going to be the place or if Salt Lake was going to be the place. With Salt Lake, we had certain job opportunities that Ogden did not provide. And in the end, we are living in Salt Lake. We're living right outside, a little south of Salt Lake. We're about, I think, 10-15 minutes from literally like downtown Salt Lake. So we're not far at all. And our job opportunities were much better. That's the other part of the life update, is I now have a full-time job. So I work 4 days a week for 10 hours a day. I'm not going to tell you what job I have just for like privacy. So with working such long hours, it has been quite an adjustment of just figuring out like our schedule and then this kind of schedule. I still have wholesale orders and I still have retail orders that are coming in. So with all of that combined and then adding YouTube, which I adore making these videos, I love editing them. It's just another part of like my creative brain that can do something. But this YouTube channel is not monetized. I get no money from this. You may have seen an ad at the beginning of this or in the middle of this, but I get nothing from that. That's all YouTube. So when it came to prioritizing for the last few months, this sadly did kind of take a back seat because I can't say no to my job that pays for my bills, and I can't say no to retailers and wholesalers and things that genuinely do grow my business. And then on top of that, also trying to have like a life and enjoying our new place that we live. So all of that is why I have been kind of absent recently. I have decided that December I'm going to get way more strict about just my upload schedule. There are certain things with my job that my boyfriend, who I live with, is going to be having more hours while I am not going to. My hours are staying the same. So for the days that he's at work, like right now, and I have the house to myself, it's actually daylight because working 10 hours a day, I genuinely don't see the sun now that the times have changed and it's dark when I leave and it's dark when I come home. So filming is not easy at all. Now, I know that does sound like a lot of excuses. I don't mean for it to be an excuse. I'm just kind of giving you a life update. But exciting things have happened. So if you remember my last studio setup, it was just a like regular table, nothing really. It was just a desk table, really. It had a wood top and then metal white legs. Very, very simple. But I noticed with especially doing orders or if I was doing a lot of computer work for a whole day, I'd want to stand up. And so I took the opportunity for the fact that we were moving into a smaller apartment. So we went from a 2-bedroom to a 1-bedroom. And that means that my studio is now the dining room area, which actually is perfect. I had way too much room. A whole bedroom is a little bit too big for what I need right now. But I decided to splurge, and while we were moving, I got rid of all my desks. So I had 2 desks, a bookshelf, and like a little caddy thing. Got rid of all of that. And I got a standing, so it's not electric, it's a crank standing desk. Whew! It's amazing. I love it. I don't know how I've lived this long without a standing desk. Also, if you are a creator, if you are an illustrator like I am, or just like a creator in general, get a white desk or a desk that has a white top. Oh, it's so game changing. Oh my gosh. I will say it gets dusty very quickly and you see it, but the flat lays you can do, the videos you can do are so much easier because the surface is already white. You just have to light it properly and it's perfect. But so that was my first one. I have I'm doing kind of a giant vlog of just like everything. So I filmed unboxing it and setting it up and all of that stuff. I filmed all of it, I just haven't posted it because life happens. I have also made my first, I consider this to be my big girl purchase. It is for the business, it is for Jolu Design, and I don't know how I haven't jumped on this bandwagon quicker. I think I just didn't want to for so long. So if you don't already know this, I do almost all of my illustrations on the Procreate app on my iPad. So with my iPad, if I want to get this onto my computer to be able to make like mock-ups or just really be able to vectorize anything or set up the illustration to be able to sell, either make it into a pattern or make it into a print or a card or anything that I want, I had to always email the image to my laptop because my laptop was a Dell, and I've always had a Dell. I have nothing wrong with PCs. I love them. They are very cost efficient and they work good. You just have to figure out what you need. So mine had graphic design capabilities when I bought it, and also it was the highest like Intel I processor thing. I don't know tech at all, but it worked for a really long time. Dells are really only supposed to last a few years. Mine was on its last leg for sure. It was like turning off when it wasn't supposed to turn off or not wanting to turn on properly. All of those fun things. Anyway, I decided because I already use an iPad, because I have an iPhone, it made the most sense solely because of AirDrop and because Adobe software was actually originally created for the Mac. So, I bought this. It's amazing. I will admit I do use my Dell like for this because I don't understand Apple for everything. Look at these ports. What is that? That's not, no. So you have two basically charging ports and one you're supposed to buy an adapter for. So the adapter I got was whatever that's called, to USB, so I could plug in my hard drive. So I save everything on a hard drive. I don't trust just keeping it on my laptop just in case, like my Dell, it crashes or it doesn't work properly. I don't need that. I didn't realize that hard drives are wired for PCs and you have to go to like an Apple store to get your hard drive wired to a Mac, but then they have to clear everything. So my hard drive for my Windows is useful in the sense that I can take things off, but I can't add anything. So I had to buy a new hard drive, which was interesting. And they had to like format it to the Mac. So now I have two hard drives that I have to like go between, which is kind of annoying. But I still use my Dell. So for like this video, because my Dell has an SD card slot, I'm going to put this on there. I'm going to save it to my old hard drive or my PC hard drive, and then I'm going to plug my PC hard drive into this and I'm going to use Adobe Premiere Pro. I feel fancy. I can now use it because my Dell, you couldn't use Premiere Pro, it would immediately crash. So I'm going to edit on that, but it's a whole process. So if you are thinking about getting a Mac, do know that because I didn't. I wasn't even aware that was a thing. So my PC users to Mac users know that this is a thing. So my second thing, you may have heard me say that my illustrations become patterns, some of them. So basically what I have, I guess, teamed up with or signed up for is Spoonflower. If you don't know what Spoonflower is, you can, it's kind of a POD site, I guess, but they specialize in fabric and wallpaper. So I made an entire collection. It is 42 patterns. It is coming out, if you're seeing this when we're uploading it, it is coming out in 2 weeks. If you are a little bit later, if you've been watching this and it's later, has already come out, or it is coming out December 15th, 2021. So if you do want to see it, it's very nice. I love, 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 love all of the patterns. They look amazing. I've been working on this for the past 2 months, just like head down all the way doing that, and it looks great. I'm very, very excited. I will be making an entire video about Spoonflower for any like artists or illustrators out there that want to kind of see what it's about. I cannot find really any helpful videos of what I was looking for, so of course I'm going to make one for you now that I have figured it out, and hopefully that helps you if you are not interested or you're not an artist but you are interested in my patterns. I will link it down below. It is some more kid-focused patterns, and then there are others that are definitely more mature. I've had so much love from my followers on Instagram and Facebook just saying how much they want this as their wallpaper, or they want to make like clothes or a bag with my patterns, and it's so, 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 so nice to hear those things and know that the last 2 months have actually made like this amazing product. And I know 42 designs seems like a lot, but I will get into my Spoonflower video as to why I made so many patterns. It was the most cost effective, and it made the most sense to start and have 42 ready, and then as I come out with collections for like spring and summer and any kind of like mini collections for holidays, I can already join on top of that 42 that I've already made. So that's that. That's another huge update that I'm super, super excited about. And my last update, you may have seen in my other video, which I kind of fudged on because I forgot to put music. So I'm gonna have to re-upload that. That'll be the video after this one. So don't get confused if you see the same video twice. One just has audio and one doesn't. But we've been traveling so much. If you have watched kind of vlogs before, you'll know that Cam and I go to Moab, Utah a lot. It is kind of like a desert area. It's super cool. If you've ever heard of Delicate Arch, which is just like an orange rock in the shape of an arch, it's there. That's where you can go and see it. There's a huge national park for it. And they also have Canyonlands, which is another amazing national park. Honestly, I love Canyonlands more, but that's just me. Anyway, that was the last video that I had uploaded that I'm re-uploading next week. That is Canyonlands. That was Druid Arch. It's a little bit more difficult of a arch, but it's so worth it. It's huge. It's insane to be next to something that big. But anyway, we've been traveling a whole bunch. We went to South Carolina. We've gone to Virginia. We've gone all over Utah. Utah is insane how much the area changes. So we can go from Moab, which is a desert, to we literally got caught in a blizzard on our way back from that trip. And then you can go further north and it's very dense woods. There's fog. It feels very like northeast. If you've ever been to like the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, it very much feels like that. So they have those. They have Antelope Island, which is a kind of a buffalo sanctuary. So you can just drive and there's buffalo right next to your car. It's super, super cool. Also, there's antelope and a bunch of other different ones. It's just a really cool island to go to. So we've just been exploring our new home, doing all of that stuff, enjoying Stella. We're trying to teach her how to get harness trained so we can bring her on hikes with us and she's not like freaking out. So that is all of the update. Thank you so much if you've actually stayed this long and like listened to me ramble. That's amazing. So that is it. All of my links are down below as always. If you have any questions or if you want to see any videos, please put them in the comments. You can send me a DM on Instagram. It's just Jolie Design or @Jolie Design. And yeah, I will see you next week. Thank you so much.